Okay guys, welcome to Dr. Lou's Low Carb Diet. I'm Dr. Lou. Now, what we're looking at here is we're looking at the top 5 tips for people who are beginning a keto diet. So guys, if that's of interest to you, stay tuned. Okay guys, so you've either just started a keto diet, you're doing a keto diet, or you failed at a keto diet and you're curious about how to pass it the next time. Come to the right place guys. Here we go. So, what we're going to look at, how you can get into your ketosis and how you can do it effectively with a quick video with the minimal of information and to make sure you have a successful keto diet. So this is what we're looking at for number 1. So tip number 1 guys, the first thing that you're going to have to do is cut carbs low to a low level immediately. So you have to focus on main food. So if you look at the picture here I put up, you can see you've got beef, you've got salmon, you've got cheese, you've got avocado there, you've got eggs, all fantastic foods that you can have on a keto diet. These are the ones you must focus on. Why? Because usually most of them are superfoods. They're nutrient dense, they're tasty, and they're going to fill you up for a long period of time. These are excellent for a keto diet, and most importantly, they're either zero carbs or they're very low in carbs. For example, you have the fruit there, avocado. Avocado is a fruit, but did you know it's full of healthy fats, monounsaturated fats, and it gives you only 2 gram, pretty much 1.8 to 2 grams of carb for half an avocado. So you can use that in your diet, mix it into things, mix it with bacon, salt, vinegar, pepper. Lovely breakfast, very low in carbs. Then look over there, you've got beef, you've got salmon, zero carbs, nuts. Choose, if you're not sure which nuts to choose, go by these 3, macadamias, pecans, and walnuts. They won't send you wrong. 28 grams a handful. You'll get between maybe 1 to say 3 grams of carb maximum. So eggs, fantastic. They're registered as zero carb. There's a tiny amount of carbs in them, but so negligible they're not going to impact on your diet. Eggs are a staple. You should be thinking, how can I use them and be versatile to make loads of dishes? Scrambled eggs, sunny side up fried eggs. You're going to want boiled eggs. You're going to want to poach your eggs. You're going to make a whole different thing. You want to make some burgers, but you don't know how to make it. Get your mince, use egg as a binder. Wrap it up and roll it in and you've got your burger. There you go. So the whole idea is egg is fantastic and it's nearly nothing and negligible for carbs on a keto diet. And massively healthy, another superfood. So most superfoods are there. Go for those ones there guys. They're super healthy. Avoid most vegetables unless they're green leafy vegetables. They're the healthy ones. So for example, broccoli isn't too bad, spinach is fantastic. Always green leafy. Now always check the carbs. Do a type on Google, how many carbs in this, put in UK COVID, and that will give you the UK COVID style. If you want the USDA one, type that in for the USA. Slightly different way of doing nutrition, so don't get confused. Now, okay guys, so that's tip number 1. Here's tip number 2. So tip number 2 guys, electrolytes are crucial. So you're starting a keto diet, you cannot go any further without, I would recommend, going and buying a bottle of electrolytes. Why? When you start the keto diet, you drop water weight. With your water, you drop tons of your nutrients, minerals, everything, electrolytes, all going out of your body. And that will make you feel as if you have the flu. If you don't take a supplement or eat the correct foods, then what's going to happen is you're going to feel ill and you'll quit the diet. What you want to do is make sure when you use table salt, sodium chloride, which is obviously chlorine and you sodium, you have the chloride there with the extra electrons, so that's chloride and the sodium. Both of those, yes, are going to be what you need as the top of the 5 and the bottom of the 5. Both of those you need for your electrolytes. Plus then you're going to need potassium, magnesium and calcium. They're very important as well. And you can get all of these liberally with table salt and with an electrolyte tablet. You'll be able to be fine. Why? Sodium, potassium and magnesium are the most important ones, and then you have your chlorine or chloride, which is the negative form of extra electron chlorine element, and then obviously you have calcium. So guys, very important, make sure you get those. Okay. So here we go. You've got salt your food and stay hydrated. So that's very important as well. Electrolytes equal energy, focus, and well-being. Make sure you've got your electrolytes, guys. I can't stress that enough. That's crucial. You'll pass keto week 1. If you have them, it should be much easier for you. Moving on to tip number 3. So here we go. Don't fear fat. Very simple tip. Fat is energy here now, guys. You don't have any carbs, you're burning fat. Fatty acids are being burnt, some of them are taken away and made into ketones, and then you burn them in the most important parts of your body, for example, your brain. So you're literally burning always fat. So you cannot fear it. You can eat loads of fat on the diet and it's going to be nothing but healthy for you. Your body purges it and uses it as energy so it can't stay in your body. So this is the main thing. You're dropping and all your health markers improve. If you're curious about that, look at my other videos. Now, so don't fear fat. Healthy fats is going to make you satiety, you'll feel full. You're going to get it from loads of food and it helps with adaptation to the diet. Keto is low carb, not low fat. So good fat, steady energy, fullness and better results. You will feel fantastic. So do not fear fat. So moving on, fat is good for you. Here we go. Eat enough protein. So protein supports muscles and fullness, helps reduce cravings and overeating. You can get it obviously from eggs and fish and cheese, all of these, that way you can cut carbs as well. So they're excellent choices. So adequate protein equals stronger body, better results, and you feel fuller for longer. So when you have your protein, that also helps if you do a little bit of anaerobic exercise by lifting some weights, then you are going to be able to repair your body effectively. Okay guys, so that's tip number 4. So tip number 5, guys, here we go. Track progress. This is vital. Why? Look at it here. You can have your measurements using a ketone blood meter, using ketone urinalysis strips, or even a breathalyzer. You've got your scales, you've got your journal to take the weight and what you've eaten. This will help you. Don't measure yourself all the time, just do it weekly. But you can measure your ketones after you eat even, or in the day, and it will tell you if you've affected your ketosis. I recommend the urinalysis strips. They're quick, efficient, and cheap. They're maybe 200 for about £6 to £7. Now, again, with a ketone meter, you need the strips for blood, and you must take blood all the time. It's invasive, obviously, and also you obviously want the breathalyzer can work, but that's a long bait. Go see my video on how to measure. That will help you. So, tip 5: track progress. Use ketone strips, blood meters, or breathalyzers. Track weight, measurements, ketones, and how you feel. So you must always know how you feel. If this is a bad feeling, it's probably because there's something wrong, meaning I need to take electrolytes, or I need to, compensate with something missing from my diet. Focus on consistency, not perfection. So consistency is important. Even if you make a small mistake, who cares? Keep going. Yeah, keep going. You don't fail. This is the whole idea. It's continuous. Just make sure you stay in ketosis. Keep going. That is what gives you results. Now, here we go. Consistency today, results tomorrow. Now, look at the picture here, guys. That tells you what to do as well. It's a really good idea. So, guys, look, I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments there. I'll be more than happy to help if I have the time. Also, at the same time, please like and subscribe. Okay guys, good luck and I'll see you on the next one.